Hello and welcome everybody, Brian here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker. Today we'll be continuing MSQ side quests, etc., so on and so forth. If you are new, be sure to check the description below. You can go ahead and you can check out all the chapters and stuff like that after the stream is done, and then you will be able to know what exactly we did. Whether you want to check out a dungeon, quest, whatever it is, you can go down the description and check it out. Okay, now, big question of the day is going to be whether or not the audio actually transferred over into the game. Because last stream I had zero audio in game, but I had it when I was doing my little intro spiel. So I'm gonna go ahead and just check this real quick, just to make sure, because the last thing I want is to not have any audio. I will return. I have no audio. But I probably still have audio here, right? Oh, why did that do that? I have no audio. But I probably have audio here more. Why is that so high all of a sudden? Okay, maybe that's better. Yep, I got audio here. I probably still have audio here, right? Oh, why did that do that? I have no audio. But I probably have audio. Well, I got it now, it sounds like. Well, I got it now, it sounds. We're good. Alright, let's get going. Oh, I need to really figure out my Bluetooth thing, or I gotta do something with these wires. Alright, so I can track the snow dudes and now I want to know why I can't get to that one AETHERYTE. Because I went ahead, okay, so like check this out, okay? I got this whole map taken care of. For some reason, I can't find this thing. My only thing is that's maybe underground or something like that. I'll bet you. Dude, I just thought of something. I'll bet you. This right here is probably a tunnel, and I go underneath it, and then somewhere around here, I don't know. I'll figure it out at some point, I'm sure. But look at all the side quests we got now. Woohoo, look at us. We're doing amazing. Alright. Why do I sound so... I think I sound so unenthused, and yet... Alright, Mr. Quarterman. What do we got here? Close, but still not yet. I will be getting new gear eventually. I have an important task to perform, and by that I mean have someone else perform. Woohoo. I've been lumbered with the unenviable duty of keeping inventory of supplies brought by each delegation. Though weaponry and basic provisions have been accounted for, I can't say the same for what might be considered creature comforts. You see, even the most frivolous of things can make a huge difference out here in the frozen wastes. So I'm trying to put together a list of the luxury goods at our disposal. Seeing as you're on good terms with practically everyone here, better than me, at any rate, perhaps we could help. You could help. Okay. Much appreciated. I've already sent one of my subordinates to speak with the Maelstrom, Temple Knights, and Alamegan Resistance. I need you to ask the remaining groups, namely the Twin Adders and Mortal Flames and our Far Eastern allies. Any information you can bring me would be most welcome. Yes, sir. I need to learn how to talk again because I didn't even know. Oh, hey! Well, and we'll should. What the heck is this? They're not even making contact. They're just so good they don't need to even make contact. Nice. Okay. Black blood. Nice. Creature comforts. Well, we did bring a large shipment of teas. I gotta write some in the FC chat real quick. Whatever, I'm not even gonna say anything. We got people leaving the thing, and it's every time I log on, man, it's just... people just leave. Wow. Mother Mione and Fufucha both agreed that there's no better way to stave off the cold than a nice hot brew, and I personally attest to that. We've enough for everyone if they have a mind to try it. Let me see. Other than usual material, we also have a number of tents donated by Lord Lolorito. A few of them have been pitched around the camp, and you might be interested to know they were woven by Alamegan refugees. We're all glad they found the meaningful employment, and the quality of their work speaks for itself. We do appear, however, to have overestimated how many tents we would need, and find ourselves with a surplus of cloth. We soon discovered, however, that when folded up, the tent sheets make for surprisingly good bedding. I'd be happy to donate a few. Thank you. It is most appreciated. There's one thing that springs to mind. We brought several bolts of felt, which might seem a bit odd to some. Most people don't realize how effective it is in keeping the cold out and warm in, and that's not all. We use it in everything from clothing to our yurts, and even for patching up wounds. Of course, we're more than willing to share it with the rest of the contingent. We also have a whole crate of what you might call warming stones in the common tongue. Hold one in your hands and you'll see what I mean. There are plenty of those that go around as well. You know, I've tried those hot packs. Or those little hot things that you go ahead and you like put in your gloves, stuff like that. This makes my hands sweatier. My hands are already sweat enough as it is when I'm doing like shoveling stuff like that. I don't need it to be worse than it already is. I don't want to put on my gloves and just be instantly sweaty. Do the others have anything to share? Yes, that would do nicely. What's more, the Temple Knights, Maelstrom, and Alamegan Resistance had a fair few useful supplies of their own, so my list of creature comforts is a lot longer than I was expecting. In all honesty, I was worried that taking in all those Imperials might put everyone, including them, in a very unfavorable position. Even those of us most committed to the cause might find it hard to put the needs of our former enemies before those of our sworn comrades. A valid point, perhaps, until you stop to consider the terrible fate that has befallen Garlemald. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. In any case, they're the reason we're here in the first place, so it's our duty to lend them what aid we can. Listen to me ramble on. Anyway, for your part in making our lives a little more bearable, please accept this token of my gratitude. I am an ungrateful piece of garbage. Wonder what like the official item level is going to be by the time I get to the end of Endwalker. Man-eating bears stalk the rice fields and okay. Just the person I was hoping for. Might I interest you in a little hunting? Okay. It bears I'm after. If you've never tried their meat, I thoroughly recommend it. They're far from the easiest to prey, though I dare say you face much worse. If you're in game, here's the plan. First, lure them out with deer meat, which is also laced with sleeping potion. Well, I am not talking like they're a military person. Because they are a military person. That's a simple matter of walking over and offing them in the manner you're choosing. What could be simpler? Here's 3 ample servings of prime venison. Be sure to let the concoction take effect before swooping in to claim your prize. Okay, sure. I got you. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. I put Torgo back on the list. Oh. These are the bears we're talking about. The enemies are getting stronger now. They're actually level 82. That's sweet. Can't wait to get to the level 90. I know I said this before, but I really want that Confiteor combo. That's gonna be so cool. Mixed with the Fast Blade combo, or should I call it the Royal Authority combo? I don't know. Sedative laced venison. Do 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 do. I'm loving it. Da, 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 da. We got another destination. We're gonna go and put more stuff in it. Whoops. Uh-oh. Hey, look at that. We found a bear. We got a big, hungry bear. That bear's pretty big. Ludicrously massive bear. I like what they did there. See how I had that Confiteor combo? That would have circled around all. That would. Oh, beautiful. I can't wait to have that. Of course, I won't be able to use it like any time at all because my level is still too low. Is that good enough, sir? Nope. We gotta take care of one more. Did I just get lucky and get the right area? I think I just got lucky. Or am I gonna have to fight two of them? Wow. Hey! I don't wanna fight you. You're not the one I'm looking for. God, they let me go so easily now. Christ, when I was in Shadowbring, I had to walk like... No, that was actually when I was in, Pyros. I had to walk like 3 miles to get rid of one stupid enemy. Nice. So I did get lucky. I'm using Torval. You know, for some reason I thought Torval was faster. I feel like he's definitely faster than my Yo or whatever that big old bird's called. See, you are still in possession of a full set of limbs, which could only mean the hunt was a success. Creepy toad. I heard from others in the field that the bear you encountered was rather more lively than we'd expected, and a fair bit bigger. Yes, it was. We adventurers don't do things the tiny way, or the simple ways. What? You filled that brood all by yourself? I sure did. Most impressive. Though it would appear that the sleeping potion provided by Lord Amelia... Wait a minute. I was gonna say, that wasn't effective at all. As he tells it, he adopted this approach after incurring the wrath of his Lord Father for his inability to master more supported methods. He spoke of his exploits with some pride, despite the tales hardly painting him in a favorable light. Still, in our present situation, we must forego the thrill of the hunt and select the means that present the surest route to success, underhanded though they may be. Regrettably, the bears of this region are entirely immune to the formula, or perhaps there's something wrong with it to begin with. In any case, no harm done, eh? To you? I mean, not the bears, obviously. Could it just be possible that maybe the big bear just didn't go through their system fast enough? I mean, I'm just saying. Alright. Nice, we got those two things done real quick like. Now we can go back to the main story. Now what level of story quest are we at? We're still at 82. And that lane is, as usual, milling about aimlessly. What ho, chums! Been given something to do, have ya? As it happens, I too have been ordered to make myself useful. Sounds like rather a tall order. Ahem! Since you ask, we're to scour the Eblim Rhine for survivors. What? Wander around the ice fields on the off chance you'll find someone? You take forever to finish the job without the benefit of my expertise, or more specifically, my telescope. Come, friends! I know just the spot to begin our search. Nice. I'll probably regret this, but we may as well humor him. That's the spirit, Alize. Positivity. You can feel it oozing out of your body. Bye. Oh, it's kind of blank. I don't really know what to say while I'm traveling. I think I'm just used to the fact that every time I go ahead and I move around from one location to the next... Hey, now, put that sword away, you. That I'm going from one location to the next, I would always just cut it and then just be done with it. But I can't do that now. Ooh, story. Love to see it. I spy with my little telescope nothing. A massive sheep thing? Or maybe it's a cow. Not what we're after either way. Is that an ether current? No. It's a wind sprite. Other than that, it's all snow, snow, snow. But lo! What do I see? Ordon Hillock? I don't know. There's no mistaking it. That's a girl! What? And she's being chased by a giant bear. A survivor? Show me. Over there, behind that tree. It looks like she's running away from something, though surely not us. She wouldn't even know we're here, unless she had a telescope like mine. All I can tell is that she's wearing a pale green dress, rather fetchy one at that. She's wearing a dress in this weather? What's wrong with you, child? She'll be long gone by the time we get anywhere near. Maybe we should be able to follow her footprints. Okay, sure. Let's go and let's talk someone while we're here. I'll let Lucia know where you're headed, because I don't want to go with you. Oh, and take these warming tinctures with you. Thank you. That poor girl must be chilled to the bone. If you're on the verge of freezing to death, yeah, I'd be freezing if I was wearing a freaking pale green dress. That's actually very thoughtful. Thank you. But won't you need some for yourself? Nah, I'm just walking back to the camp. I'll be fine. No, I'll be fine. As a matter of chivalry, my heart demands I do no less. And lest we forget, the very reason we are here is to protect those in need. From frostbite. Now go! And Godspeed. I hope I'm just, like, misunderstanding things here. I really do hope she's not wearing a dress. Without some kind of, like, leg protection, because that's just gonna be sad. And stupid. I'm just gonna come out and say it's gonna be stupid. Oh, look, there's a destination spot over there on a hill. To where I'm probably gonna be able to use the telescope. Oh, right, we're following the footprints. Hey, our footprints are over here. A fresh pair of footprints shows the lead to the east. Okay, that's not east, that's northeast. These footprints appear to be the same as the ones you saw previously. And they lead to over there. We're getting closer. I'm sure of it. At first, we thought she'd gone inside the building. The door doesn't look to have been open in some way. She might still be nearby, so we'll keep looking around here. Then again, it's also possible that she ran right past this place. Would you mind searching up ahead? You got it. You got it, brother man. Sorry, sister girl. That looks really pretty up there. That dark blue over there. Oh, we're gonna find her this time. We're going right into story quest now, I can tell. Yeah, buddy. Yole-hee-hoo. No, I'm not gonna be able to get into that pipe. Yolole-hee-hoo. Oh look, the girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Were you to call out to her from the distance, it might attract wild beasts to your location. It would be safer to get closer first, but you must do so without drawing her attention, because she's a scaredy cat, and she's actually wearing a green dress, that crazy lady. Follow the girl from a safe distance. The objective will end in failure so you are noticed. Make sure to make use of cover, such as rocks, to approach her without being seen. Similarly, the objective will also end in failure if you fall too far behind. So yes, we know all this stuff. We're brilliant people. We've played this game before. Oh wait, destination will not appear on the map while following. Okay. Oh wait, I could probably go over to this crystal and kind of hang out over there, I guess, huh? She'll probably turn around over here and be like, "Who's there?" And then I'll be like, "Wow, crystal. Good thing I got this right here to hide behind, because so that way she won't find me." Oh, that's her area of range, huh? So does that mean I get closer to her as long as I don't, like, go into that field of view? Oh, dear. No, never mind, it didn't work. I was hoping it would work. I was hopeful. Apparently that didn't matter. Whoops. I'm a good kitty, though. Why are you scared of me for? Yes. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, first objective. Hide behind this beautiful, like, ice area. So that she will never know that I'm following her. I'm tired. I should have used that as an opportunity to sneak up on her. I'm just gonna follow her for now and hope for the best. Wait, it says to fall from a safe distance, so like, what do I do? Do I just like hide behind this tree right here? Hey there, you big Marlboro. Big tree. Oh, it's like squelching behind me. Is someone there? Yeah, I'm here. You're never gonna know because... Oh, please don't... Oh, God. I must be imagining things. Sure you are. And now she's running. Now wants to hide behind this rock probably, because it's the only cover I can see here. And she runs pretty fast. Leg day. Better catch my breath. Okay, you do that. Am I supposed to catch up to her, or is it just... I forgot the objective. If those beasts spot me, I'm in big trouble. Can I just try sneaking up on her? I mean, no, come on! No! Oh, whatever. I thought I could do it. And it's such a simple thing, too. Follow a crazy girl over to... Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to follow her, I guess. This is embarrassing. What if I do it right before? She'll probably be more than happy to go ahead and be able to pet Torgal. Who wouldn't want to pet Torgal? I think she just like walks out behind the tree like, yep, I'm here. I am the wind, twisting and turning. good. So far, so good. I'm guessing that's just to show that she's, looking at me, huh? I'm not following you, I promise. I'm just walking right next to you. How? I was too fast. Man, that's embarrassing. It's a simple follow for me. You can't even fucking do that. What the hell, man? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Look out from behind the tree. We're gonna go over here again. Oh my god, I suck. It worked last time. Why didn't it work oh, that's probably because I had more space between me and her in that time. Her and I that time. I've got the wind. What if I, like, go behind the snow there? Oh, yeah, because I don't want to be caught by that stupid thing, that's why. And why are you walking, like, right in the middle of where that stupid thing is, no less, too? Please don't catch me. Just an adventure, fighting a monster, nothing to see here. I can't believe that actually worked. Nice. Thank you, ugly Marlboro thing. You used to save me a lot of headache. I got a tree right here, so maybe I gotta go ahead and hide behind this tree now. Squelching is like, she gonna get attacked, isn't she? Hope my luck holds. Yeah, me too. Not gonna lie. Gotta keep going. They're all depending on me. Yep, I'm right behind you. Oh, now we're running again. Okay. Where do I gotta hide? Uh-oh. You've gotta be kidding me, man. I didn't know she was gonna stop. Ah, man, come on. Ah, my God, I'm embarrassing myself, man. No one watches these anyways, right? So I should be fine, right? Ah. Simple follow question, man. I'm not this bad. Oh, look. The sun is out now. Which means I wasted a whole night following her. That's the equivalent of what that is. Yeah. I'm tired. You know, by the time she would have turned around, I could have, like, ran around that iceberg and got to the next location. She probably would have spotted me and I'd be like, no. Why? Slurper. Okay, she doesn't usually... Once she passes this tree, I could be in the clear. Nice. Ew. No, I'm not following you, that's for sure. At least not well, anyways. Yep, you're just imagining things. Girl in green. That I still haven't been able to get to the end with. This brother's doing the same quest, isn't he? We're both following a girl in green, aren't we? Blitz for that pillar now. She's gotta turn around. Then go already. Oh, thank God. I don't know where to... I'm just gonna stick to this tree here. Ah, thank God. Only took me like 20 tries. Yeah, I did it. Woohoo. Go me. Phew, still in one piece. And then she's gonna freak out and smack us with a frying pan, probably. At least it looks like she's got stockings on or some kind of pants on, at least. Who are you? Yep. Who are you? Stay back. This house is packed with explosives. Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high. I mean, that'll take you with me, so will that really help your case at all? Please, just want to talk. I'm Alfredo. This is my sister Alice, and our good friend Masamune. We have no intention of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garland Mold. Aid? You savages are the ones responsible for all this. You did this to us. We didn't, I promise you. One of the other reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Telepheroi are the ones to blame. They're the ones who laid waste to Garland Mold, and they won't stop until they've destroyed the entire world. They're the enemy. Our enemy. Yeah, but what about everything up to this point? On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who had been made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we are striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person we've met who wasn't already enslaved. How were you able to escape the Telepheroi's influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? Nobody. Nobody. My name is Cinia. As far as for how I've managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question. Ever since that night, and the roar, that terrible roar, and then the screams. I was screaming too, I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Then came the silence. Everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. And what I saw was not what I thought I would see. If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran, past friends, people I know all my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. Others were mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers, but didn't stay to watch. I fled as far as my legs would take me. You got a nice place. Do you have family here? Is this their home? It's full of explosives. No. This is a Victor's Spoils. A mansion for retired soldiers. Or it was. But now me and a few others I'm borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up. I figured as much. Because you wouldn't want to blow yourself up in the process. That was kind of lame, I'm not going to lie. I just wanted to keep everyone else safe. I didn't know if you were... The truth is, our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help. Can you? Of course. Whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. I better tell the others first, though. Wait here. That looks extremely uncomfortable and cold to be walking around in. She must have really thick blood. Either that or she's just used to one. Either they're just used to one of the two. Man, the guys are just like, oh god, it's so cold in here. Meanwhile, she's just braving it like a champ, man. This is everyone. Cinia says you can be trusted, but these are desperate times. We'd be fools to let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, were you to provide us with the means of heating the place as a sign of goodwill, perhaps we could take you at your word. I got hand warmers. Will that help? If that is too much to ask, then leave us be. Time to put my firewood gathering skills to use. Could you provide the Spock with a little magic, Alize? I have a fire burning in no time. Maybe build it under that gazebo? The what? Oh, you mean the bower. Yes, do as you will. Thank you. Ellie's outfit now can collect sticks. Amazing. What's with the weird look? You're making me nervous. Are you by chance going to have those guys fight us? Are they just pretending to be a bunch of wusses so that way they can go and get the jump on us? I'm feeling suspicious here. I'm keeping my eye on you, lady. Yeah, I'm watching you, Shuddy. Still 82. That's a bummer. Sorry, I was still finding it hard to come to terms with all that's happened. Now that you're here, though, I'm hoping things might change for the better. Your look said otherwise. You know, I've been working up quite a sweat from all that running about, so I'll leave space around the fire for the others. Ooh, she's definitely up to something. As you can tell, they're in a far worse state than me. Yeah. We were planning to look for somewhere warmer or with more food, But they're not going anywhere until we nurse them back to health, which I don't know how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them? Keep you away from them, perhaps? I feel like that would be the smart move, is to keep you away from them. Or maybe keep us away from you. I don't know, maybe I'm just being weird. What in God's name is this thing? It looks like a radio. That's fascinating. I can treat their frostbite and their wounds, but it will take time for the fire to do its work. Now, now would be a good occasion to make use of Amanoline's tinctures, the ones that can warm the body from the inside out. Would you make sure everyone gets one? You got it, sir. More than welcome to help. Here you go, oh sickly one. You may take this. It will make you feel better. Warming tincture? Never heard of the thing. No harm in trying. But tell me, have you heard aught of the city? Though calling it that seems absurd after what's happened. It's nothing but ruins now. A few buildings still standing offer no more than meager protection from wind and snow. Food production, water purification, the magic tech that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. What machina that remain operational cannot be run for lack of ceruleum. Of course, Cerulean Ingens is full of the stuff, for all the good it does us. No one here knows the first thing about extraction or refinement. Well, that's no good. All is well. Yes, never better. I'm just really cold. That's all. Babaka. Oh, what sweet libation is this? Is it poison by any chance? I guess you never know. Ha ha ha! 'Twas a joke! Ha 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 ha! If I laugh, 'tis that I may not weep. So says the poet. Wow, I say that almost every day. And alas, my tears would freeze on my cheeks, there they fell. We are the blessed damned, to bear witness to the fall of the great empire, while our brethren lie dead, or live on as puppets of flesh. First came the war, then came the roar. When morning came, Garland Mull was no more. Wow, that was actually a good little story there. I appreciate that. In a cacophony of gunfire, explosions, and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the disheveled remnants, their lavish finery caked in ash, as they shuffled mindlessly towards the palace. Each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering perhaps to the architect of our destruction. A hopeful few tried to reason with the deranged, only be beaten for their kindness. What's that phrase, like, no good deed goes unpunished, blah blah blah. But I knew better than to plead with the horde. I fled with my health, if not my conscience, preserved. Now I wait with my fellow comrades for our final judgment. So what do you want? Screw you! Where's the last one that I gotta give stuff to? This knucklehead doesn't deserve anything. If I could, I'd just leave him alone. But alas. Here, take this, you ungrateful prick. Tincture? Well, may as well drink it, I suppose. Wow, I'm feeling warm already. My insides don't feel like they're frozen anymore. It's amazing. That's a radio. Run by a crystal. This? It's a radio. You don't have them where you come from, I take it? It's called an orchestrion. We use them to listen to messages sent by others, even over great distances. There are different types, but this model is by far the most popular. Made with quality components, crafted with the finest ore, sourced from Locus Ominous, what it is. Not all that useful since the capital fell into ruin. The people at the broadcasting stations must have either fled or ended up like all the others. Because all we've been hearing is the same music being played over and over again. I mean, that's kind of what radio do. They play the same songs over and over again. Maybe not on repeat, but yeah. Home beyond the horizon. An ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homes of Locus Ominous. Maybe that's what the other place is. We may have founded an empire in these frozen wastes. We always hope to take back what was once ours. It is a solemn reminder that though we must suffer great hardship, better days will surely come. Despite everything, I believe that Emperor Varus yet lives, and that he speaks to us through our radios. It was a cunning strategy, faking his murder. He must have foreseen this catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself, that he may one day make his triumphant return. Yes. Yes, I'm sure of it. Emperor Varus would not be defeated so easily. I don't know if you're delusional or if that's actually true. I don't remember a lot of it because, you know, I stopped playing for a few years. I guess you get to have one too, huh? It's a warming tincture. I'm sure by now your sweat's turned to ice, so maybe you should drink this. So this is what you gave the others. Thank you. I'll save it for later. Actually, I have a few things to ask you. Are you part of the group staying in Laterum? I saw Legatus Vergilius' troops headed towards the Magna Glacies a few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered? Womp 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 womp. Camp Broken Glass, you call it. And Vergilia and her men are all there now. So, how did you reach the Magna Glacies? Did you cross the mountains on foot? I think we got there by an airship. Airships. And there might be a way to... Licinia, where is everyone? Is something the matter? A voice from inside, you say? You must be imagining things. Everyone's out here. Perhaps the baby Almasti has found its way into the house. Wouldn't be the first time. Thought the soldiers to scare them off. Wild animals have been roaming closer to the settlements. Some have been known to attack people too. I've just had an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat a Legatus, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. If you don't mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of tapers living there. People whose job was to extract the ceruleum. They still do, from what we can tell. That's probably where the other aetherite is, isn't it? I've already tried asking if they would share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. They want food in exchange. Lots of food. That's something we don't have and can't get on our own. On top of that, to even reach their den, we'd have to hurry, make our way past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough ceruleum to last until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the offer still stands, that is. Oh, and I don't expect you to give up your own supplies, but there might be another way to pay the tapers. You better watch out for baby Amalthus while we're away. Yes, of course. If I see any, I'll be sure to shoo them away. To reach Taper's den, you'll have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight, but if you'd rather not take the risk, you'll need to take the long way around. Finding the entrance can be a bit tricky too, so it's easier to just look for someone standing guard outside. However you decide to head there, please be careful. You be careful too, lady. Anyways. I have a feeling that's where that other AETHERYTE probably is that I was having such a hard time finding. Probably in that cave. I thought maybe it was underground or something like that, but that actually kind of makes more sense now. Not even close. How are you guys? Who's borrowing searches? Why are you? No. I don't want you moving on your own. How the hell do I keep doing that? How do I keep doing that? That's how I keep doing it. I keep hitting the left button. Who goes there? How'd you find us? Gee, I wonder. How did I find you? Maybe I just saw you standing out here. You're standing out here, you fool. What do you mean I stand... Thank you. If the purebloods over at Victor Spoil hadn't given away our location, you never have found us. Bet I would have found you. I mean, if I had actually explored that low on the map... I mean, literally, all I did was just do like a little walk around, stuff like that, but I didn't know I could do that. Huh, it's kind of cool. Anyways, you never have found us. Whatever. Those stuck-up arseholes thought they could come waltzing in here to manage ceruleum with nothing to offer in return. Ha! Looks like the boots on the other foot now. The capital's going to shite. So they resorted sending you to negotiate. I know your game, sellsword. If they think we'll give in to the intimidation, they've got another thing coming. Think? They got another think coming? Think coming? Oh, are you really gonna do this right now? Is this really necessary? Can you just not? I mean, listen, you're just gonna embarrass yourself. Look at that. I mean, look at that. I'm like Kirito right now. I can end your existence any moment I so choose. How do you think if I stood here it would take them to kill me out there? I mean, I don't think I want to find out, but... Dead yet? If you want to be, I guess. Now look at you going ahead and destroying my men! What the hell's wrong with you, fool? There you are. Just after you left, Yesenia asked me to go and catch up to you, in case you needed a hand. Someone must have let slip that I have a little experience in transporting barrels of ceruleum. Hardly. So this is Tapper's Den. Well then, after you. Yes, ma'am. Now, who are you, what are you, and why are you here? Who are you? What happened to the guards? Well, you see, sir, they decided to go ahead and fight me, and I had to kill them. By the way, you look like a Ronso. Are you a Ronso? They fought me, and I had to kill them. Yours and the rebels here to save the people of Garlemald? That doesn't make any goddamn sense! Why in the hells would you pass up this chance to put those Imperial bastards to the sword? Let me guess. None of you are Guardian. You were brought here from another lands. Garabania, Yangxia, Bozga, Damaska, to name just but a few. Some dragged here against their own will. Others fed bollocks about a better life, all put to work extracting ceruleum. All given the esteemed title of On, placing us firmly on the bottom rung of the ladder. We're the lowest of the low. But the old hierarchy means nothing in the new Garlemald, does they? Says we. About the only thing that's escaped more or less unscathed is Ceruleangans, still sustaining us even with our paymasters out of the picture. We hear you're experts in drawing up ceruleum from the bottom of the lake, but can you do that if it's frozen over? Ha! Wouldn't sure like to know. Trade secrets, I'm afraid. At any rate, it's not as if ceruleum is used for much these days. What with the city in ruins, we take enough to power our heaters and save the surplus for later. And though it helps stave off the cold, it does sod all about our hunger unless we can trade it away. Speaking of which, be sure to tell your contingent we've got ceruleum by the barrelful. If they're interested, we'll exchange it for whatever provisions they're willing to spare. We can certainly ask, but if you're all free to go now, why carry on living here? Free to go? Go where? Even if we manage to get back to our homelands, there'd be nothing left for us, thanks to the Empire, and the knowledge and skills we acquired working here. We'd probably use us outside of Garlemald. So we're staying here for the time being. As long as there's a need for ceruleum, we'll find a way to get by. Even if Garlemald as we knew it is gone for good. Gone for good? Regardless of what the Ilzabad contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. For many, that would be a cause for celebration, while for others, their whole way of life will have been turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it is for the best that it is consigned to history. But what of the ordinary people? Their lives, their stories? Should they be forgotten too? I suppose there'll be plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some ceruleum. Yes, ma'am. After I once again throw away your kind gift. No, I don't want to talk to you. So, you've come seeking ceruleum, have you? Sure. What? Those pure-bloods up at the Victor Spoil sent you? Turn to their enemies for help. They must be more desperate than I thought. And then again, Lucinia's got her little sister to think about. A sister? We only saw Lucinia and 3 men. It's possible she died from whatever was ailing her. She needs treatment. I doubt there'd be any way to get it around here. I may have refused Lucinia at first, thinking she'd come back with something to exchange, but I can spare them a bottle's worth of ceruleum. Consider the reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them our way, you hear? A bottle of ceruleum. Excellent. I can't do for the life of me think why Licinia would keep her sister a secret from us. We can ask about that once after we've delivered the ceruleum. Come on, let's hurry back. Got it. Oh look, it's bright outside now. You can never tell being in a cave. Oh, is this really all there is to it? Yep, that's really all there is to it. Okay, well that was a waste. Ah, the summer sun is out now. That looks like that looks really dull. That looks cool, but still it's like, oh my. Is Lake ever unfreezes? Can you imagine living in an eternal winter? No. It does look pretty though. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Have I found it? Getting sidetracked. I'm probably not gonna find it. I don't think I'm gonna find it, but I'm gonna try anyway. No, I'm not gonna. It's gotta be underground somewhere. Unless I got a hidden civilization in here. Is there a way to get behind this? Is there a way to get inside this? Do I have to say a prayer? There's gotta be a way to get in here. There's another place it could be, it's right here. Whatever. I thought I found a secret, but I was wrong. But that's not a surprise. I'm not gonna be able to figure out how to get back down, am I? Okay, there it is. Oh, yeah. I think I decided that once. This is actually kind of interesting. Can I jump over here? Yeah. Oh, look at that. I can run on it. Dude. Dude. I can run on the tanks, man. Oh, brother, man. Oh, would you look at this, mate? Oh, yeah, baby. Torgal and I are living the high life right now. And I'm totally getting distracted right now. It's over here. Have to go on this little side journey real quick. I found an ether current! Yes! No. I say don't you fall to it, don't you fall now. Ether current number 1 for Garlemald. Yes, sir! Nice! We could probably actually find all these now that I think about it. Alright. Alright, let's get back on track. Oh yeah, I gotta do like the little map thing. Shoot. Let's just say it's at 29.4. Well, you'll see it in the video. I don't even know what. Wait a minute. Will you see it in the video? If not, you see it now. You just gotta go up top. Listen, you should really prick. Saying I'm the best. Yeah. I literally turned around and went back the other way. I must be getting tired or something. How do you do, Alize? Licinia's gone, isn't she? Yeah. I would have thought Alphino would still be treating them by the fire, but they're nowhere to be seen. I'll look inside the house while you search outside. They can't have gone far. Yeah, I figured Lucinia was up to something. Let's see, the last time we saw them, they were up here. Alphino's probably passed out up here, isn't he? Nope, that was a little too much to hope for. Alphino! Are you at the bottom of the cliff? Did they throw you over? Last time I checked, you couldn't fly. It's quiet. Too quiet. Alphino! Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Well, by gosh, golly gee, if I did not know better, I would almost say these three over here decided to challenge good old Alphino to a duel to the death, and he beat the ever-living shit out of him. I could be wrong, though. But I don't think so. They asked me to help carry supplies. When I followed them back here, they attacked me, caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me. You can't fool us now. We know what you're about. Vultures, that's what you are, waiting in the wings for us to show weakness, then in you swoop. Here to help. What rot! All a ploy to make us lower our guards. Get you in, put ourselves at your mercy, put us in chains, steal our lands, get your revenge. You're wrong. That's not what any of us want. Save the arguments for later. We've got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles in a bed that was still warm. It's true. Lucinia was hiding her sick sister inside the house. But now, there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where do they go? Away from you and yours. And if you think I'll tell you, you're a fool. I never give up my people. We're trying to help them, you idiot! Our sister's ill! The empty bottles prove it! So the medicine ran out, she put it in her pockets to make it easier to carry. Or to avoid the sound of crinkling glass. There are beasts everywhere. How could you let them go alone? To protect them from you. You invade our homeland, tainted with the same sorcery used to slay our countrymen. A Garlean should sooner die than suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, than be corrupted by your vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them, since the moment you arrived. Can we just put them all to sleep now and just be done with them? This is getting us nowhere. I cannot say how the Lucinia and her sister will react when we find them, but find them we must. Go on without me, both of you. I first need to tend to my injuries, and theirs. I will join you in the search after. Alright, be careful. We'll do our best to find them quickly. There's only one path out of here, so that's where we'll start. Let the search begin! The best, the best, the beta, the Evelyn Rhyme. Two sets of fresh footprints. Young women, judging by the size. This is definitely them. Come on. She's not very smart, is she? I mean, you know, if you're trying to lose people, walking in the snow, probably not the best idea. Maybe it would have just been better to walk on the path where, let's see, oh look, no footprints. But I don't make footprints anyways. Yeah, see, look. Look at that. Footprints. Look at this. No footprints. She's not a very good big sister. Or little. Oh, look! More footprints. I also find it amusing how, like, the footprints are just right here. Instead of, like, all the way from up there, all the way down here. I'm just saying. And they're probably getting attacked by a monster right now, right? Or else they just stand here in the middle of nowhere, all by her little lonesome. Or she's found more footprints. You go, girl. The trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route so as to not leave footprints. I can't think of any other reason. Look at this place. It's crawling with beasts. And I can only imagine how hard it must be for her ailing sister to cross the ice. We could really do with Alpha Node's help. We can't afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues. Okay. Oh my, that's a big area. Okay, let's see here. My guess is that if we find someone who's... What's that all the way over there? My guess is that if we find someone that's... Oh, look at that. There's a destination point up there. You go that way. I'll go home. Oh, look. An empty bottle. Wow. The empty bottle smells faintly of alcohol. The thin coating of dirt indicates it has been here for some time, and is unlikely to have any connection to Lysinian or her sister. That is not the right bottle. Wow. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Didn't she ever hear that song? Alright, so my guess is that they're probably in that cave right there. But I need to find the right thing to be able to prove that somehow or another. And I'm going to be searching this area forever, aren't I? I hope that if anybody watches this and they see that, like, the location in which I find this is the same, and it's not just a randomized thing. Because that would be helpful to you. Then you won't have to worry about going through the suffering that I'm going through right now, even though I don't really... Okay, let's see what's up here. Well, they wouldn't be up here, my guess is, because they're trying to not leave tracks, but... Ooh, what's that? No, that's just a sprite. That's nothing important. It could be hiding down here, even, for all I know. Hello? Is there anybody down here? Anyone looking for a Paladino to go ahead and save them? I mean, this probably would have been a good spot to hide, I suppose. Maybe not that good. Is that? Ooh, what's that right there? It's our spot. Half-buried piece of paper. Don't follow me! The wet paper half buried in snow appears to be a flyer for a theater group, though the run of the shows advertised long since ended. You know what? Why you gotta give me false hope like that? They're around here somewhere. I can smell the medicine. Hello there, Almasty. Did you happen to see a stupid girl in a green dress walking around with her sickly sister? Because if you could point me in the right direction, I would greatly appreciate it, kind monsters. Is this another destination right here? Nope, just another twinkly little star. I hate you, sprites. That's the same spot I was just at, right? I'm gonna check it anyways. Oh, fresh blood! That is most certainly not the same spot I was at before. It looks like she got attacked, or at least they did, one of the two. The blood staining in the snow appears to be fresh. Judging by the amount, the victim may have been severely wounded. The trail of blood leads southeastwards. There you go. There's the destination. 30.1, 32.3. I sure hope that that helps you. Alright. Let's go save a stupid woman and her sister. Or, you know what? I think I'm in the mood for it. I really want to get to 90. I know I've said that a few times already, but I really want to get to 90. Just so I can see what that combo looks like. Goodbye. Anyways. The only problem is, though, is that one has a cooldown as Recluscat. They're gonna be in here, aren't they? Wow! I really know my games, don't I? And there's her little... Wait. Yep, that's her sister. Hey, Alice! I found him! They're both laying on the ground. Looks like they might be dead. Or at least one of them might be, because we found a lot of blood back there. Hello. The two bodies are already cold. Son of a bitch. I can't believe it. I told you that's probably what was going to happen. But I guess the question remains now is like, how did they die? I had to take my medicine real quick. Two bodies are already cold. Damn it. But they died holding each other's hands. Oh wow, okay. They died together, Masamune. Don't worry, brother. How ironic. Slip boom! Slip boom! Alice, over here! Alphanaut, over here! They're both dead!
Blood trail. We found one. They were attacked.
And now they're dead.
No.
By the 12.
Why? Why wouldn't they? Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic. We should have... I should have... We can't leave them like this. We have to take them home.
What if we're only making it worse?
Then maybe those dumbasses that let them go to begin with will see the... That makes me mad.
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither do they. Not out here in the wind and the cold.
For the monsters to feast upon them. Think how messy preserved they're gonna be. Wow, I'm an ass. I regretted that as soon as it came out of my mouth. Oh, okay. So I covered him in snow. I thought we were gonna take him home.
I heard the story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it. But Licinia and her sister did. Perhaps there is something to the tale after all. I want to understand. So I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right. You had every reason not to trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders. But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you. That we will find a way to help your loved ones. And see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
You know, if they really didn't trust us, they could have just said, get the fuck out of here. They didn't have to go ahead and just have those two run away just to have them just freaking die. It's so stupid. What a waste of lives. Jesus, Mary, Joseph. I want to go back up there and beat the crap out of them some more now. But I'm pretty sure the game won't allow me to do that. Ah. Dumbasses. There must have been something we could have done. But what? Well, apparently at this point, just not be there at all, because we're the ones that killed them just by showing up. Okay. Probably. Ah. We have already caused enough harm here. Let's return to the camp before we cause any more. As for those inside the house, we should send someone in to take care of them. Someone who isn't us. Yeah, because I'll just go ahead and beat the crap out of them, that's why. Probably good. All we can do for now is make our report to Lucia and do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. So let us linger here no more. Come. Okay. They don't seem to have a lot of side quests popping up here, which I think is good. That upsets me. But I guess I suppose they did what they thought was right. Stupid though it was. Now what would be this? I am Nicobob? Guess that's apparently what I'm gonna do. Could you spare a moment to assist me? Sure. The situation is rather dire, I'm afraid. Even now our healers continue to treat the Imperial troops encountered on the Magna Glacies, and prolonged use of curative magics had pushed them beyond their limits. To make matters worse, spending so much time together, time around the Tempered, with all their raving and thrashing about, takes a toll on their carers. I dare say a few words of encouragement from the champion of the Order will help raise their spirits. I also have a few bottles of ether to alleviate their fatigue. Would you mind distributing these among the healers? Yes, ma'am. Or sir. Weary mole here. Here, let's take this. Oh, I've seen you before. You fought bravely with an Adam, as I recall. And you come bearing gifts? Yes. Training the Tempered is a lot harder than I'd imagined. Before we came here, I'd only heard rumors of the condition. But to see with my own eyes, no one deserves that. No one. That's why the work we do is so important. Once I have finished resting as I was ordered, I shall return to the patients. I thank you for your kindness. Oh, that's the main story quest. I'm like, they got... Oh, I didn't even finish that already? Oh, that's... Now I've done bad. Hey, yo! For you! The Warrior of Light? It's an honor to meet you. Oh, I'm just doing my job is all. No need to thank me. Well, truth be told, it's beginning to wear on me, bit by bit. I once lost a friend to tempering, and every time I managed to cure one of the afflicted, I'm reminded of those we couldn't save. If only we'd had a way of treating them before they were... No, I mustn't let such thoughts cloud my mind. And we're all very grateful for the work of the Scions in treating this treatment. For my part, I'll do everything in my power to save as many lives as possible. All you can do in the end, really. Sorry, I was a bit distracted. You wouldn't believe some of the things I've seen. Those poor bastards calling out to Vars for salvation, wailing out anthems praising the Empire, and then there's the screaming. Gods, I can still hear them. But I must not let that stop me from fulfilling my duty. I'll fill my ears with wax if I have to. And once I get this ether down my neck, I'll return to my post. Don't give up the fight. Always fight the good fight. Whoa. A thousand words call out through the ages. Ah, you finished your rounds then. The healers have anything to share? That sucks. Bottom line, it's worse than I thought. Even the temper we've seen in our homelands did little to prepare us for the sheer numbers we've encountered here. Curing them all may appear to be an insurmountable task, but we must try. That's why maintaining morale and the well-being of our healers is so important. You've made a valuable contribution. I'd like you to have this by ways of thanks. I have no idea what this is going to do. Okay. Oh, look at that. The effect stack. Nice. Alright, let's complete the main story quest first, and we'll do this last side quest over here. You're over here probably, right? Excuse me. Lucia, it's awful. People died. Ali Sainolfa now told me they have finished their preliminary search for survivors, but refrain from saying much more than that. Clearly, they are reluctant to provide details. Might I ask for your account? Sure, why not? I'll just tell them that stupid people did stupid things.
Thank you for your report.
You're welcome.
We shall inform the troops of these developments, and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution should they encounter any survivors.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the victor's spoils. They may be more willing to listen to a fellow Garlean and accept our offer of assistance.
Yeah, until you bring them here.
I pray you are right. And though I am loath to burden you any further, should there be an appropriate occasion to speak of Licinia and her sister, please do so.
I am sorry to have put you through this.
My distress is nothing compared to their suffering. So tell me, what else have we learned?
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Popularis, Maxima identified. They have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current state of Garlemald. The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's 3rd Legion clashed with the 1st, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. Neither side would be so mad. Unless something or someone inflamed their animosity to such an extent that they could not help but act against their better judgment.
It brings to mind events at the Gimlet Dark, does it not? The Emperor's sudden withdrawal from the front lines, specifically. Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival, took advantage of rumors that Crown Prince Xenos had been possessed by a demon.
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a close enough approximation?
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers were silenced. While some were merely stripped of their status, others died under curious circumstances. One after another, suddenly and suspiciously.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly. Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the Third Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies. And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, Varus Sosgalvis is murdered. And Garlemald's own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsar, is named the murderer. Shortly thereafter, Nerva claims the right of succession, and in response, the First Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat orchestrated by Titus and Nerva.
So no one is at fault, and everyone else is to blame.
I should add that both parties received substantial financial backing, presumably to provide them with the means and encouragement to pursue a swift victory, and that these contributions came from the self-same benefactor.
I'd heard House Brutus had been filling the Third Legion's coffers, but the First as well.
It would seem so. Though the Populares determined that the First Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House Brutus.
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Asahi, was playing both sides against each other the entire time.
Sounds about right.
The information we gained from my friends does not end there. One night, shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by an immense tremor. From that point onward, they have no memories, no recollection of any events, including our clash on the Magna Glaciers. But when asked about the Imperial Palace and its bizarre transformation, they somehow recall Emperor Varus giving them orders in their dreams. May the Tower of Babel stand as testament to the glory of Garlemald.
This sounds awfully familiar.
We have something to show you all.
Oh, the radio.
Varus spoke to them through this radio. Perhaps it was a recording, but if not, that would be inexplicable.
We are of one mind, then.
The ether that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that of the talismans.
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a primal's influence. A picture is beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a primal, then while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been spared.
No wonder Licinia kept it close.
My friends! I must speak with you! A young man was caught trying to steal our supplies. He's a soldier of the Iron Men, we think, but one who has not been made thrall. Thankfully, Magni restrained him before blood was spilled. The stranger is outside, if you wish to ask him questions.
I think we do.
Who do we have here?
Garleans?
Traitors to your homeland! Have you no shame?
I am Lucia Junius, a Temple Knight of Ishgard. And you are?
Iulus Pir Norbanus. And that's all you invaders will get from me.
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Far from it. Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we speak. But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe.
Oh, that's funny.
Whether you believe me or not, those are the facts. Now, answer me this. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed for you to go to such lengths. If it is supplies you seek, we would gladly share ours, or turn a blind eye while you leave with your spoils.
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you and yours. If you wish to treat with him, I will take you, but no more than 3.
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal, I suggest the 2 of us and...
Yeah, I see, right? Of course.
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoys.
May I ask why?
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Garleans face. How their futures and lives hang in the balance.
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true. Maybe not a chance to make things right, but a chance to make them better.
What would your mother say if I let you 2 go by yourselves?
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause. But you will proceed with the utmost care.
Do you understand me, children?
A couple of children and what? A sellsword? Is this an insult?
You can cut your head off now if you want, if it'll make you feel better. Man, I won't get the answers I need, but I'll do it if that's what makes you feel better.
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified to speak on our behalf.
No, I don't talk. I'm just a side protagonist.
There are many dangers on the road ahead. I will need that back.
Kind of glided and yoinked it out of his hand. I'm not continuing the quest. You will be received as invited guests, so I urge you to observe proper social etiquette and conduct yourselves accordingly. Why are you looking at me when you say that? I don't appreciate this, Lucia. I always act with proper social etiquette. I don't talk anyway, I'm a side protagonist, man. Your safe return takes precedence above all else. Remember this. Tancred in particular will be worried sick if you're gone too long. May the Fury watch over and keep you. Thank you. Alright, you knucklehead, I'm ready to go. Are you and your children ready? I will explain the route once we are outside your camp. If anyone attempts to follow us, we will judge it an act of hostility. We will not hesitate to take appropriate measures. I would expect nothing less. You have our full cooperation. The lack of trust. Wow. Ooh. I was gonna say, do we get to ride that? But it's just way further out. Alright, this is far enough. Listen carefully. I don't like you. I'm gonna cut you to ribbons right now. Head over that hill, then follow the road until you reach Liminal Station 4. Children in the lead. I want you where I can see you. We do have names, you know. I'm AETHERYTE, and this is ALPHA. And last but not least, there's Masamune. Masamune. Where have I heard that before? No matter. ALPHA and AETHERYTE will watch the road ahead, while we bring up the rear. Okay, whatever. Wasn't lying about there being many dangers, so you're to run, not Somta. Run towards the station. If you even think about going for your weapon, the deal's off. Should any creatures bar the way, we go around them. My name is Julius will accompany you off on as they blah 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 blah. Ready to dash for station? Yes, let's go. Alright. Over that hill, right? Yeah, apparently. Avoiding the monsters. This road must be... okay. Easier surface to run on. Listen, if you can run on snow, you can run on that. Whee! Whee! I'm so tall. Well, as long as we stay away from those, we should be fine. And maybe that big guy right there. Man, he's really focused on me, isn't he? I did it on the first try this time. I feel so happy with myself right now. This is it. The first stop, that is. Good, it appears no one is following us. It looks like your friends know better than to follow us. Are these your headquarters? No. It's the first stop. No, we're stopping here so I can check for pursuers. Since it appears you've kept to your side of the bargain, we can carry on. Okay. So you would literally leave us right here. North of the station is Regio Demorum, one of the main residential areas, or at least it was. Ow, son of a... The afflicted roam the streets in packs. They'll tear us to shreds if given the chance. Keep close. You're wandering off, understood? Okay. From here, we'll be headed northeast, keeping to the left of the railway. While the route itself is straightforward, getting past the hordes doesn't seem anything but. Keep your weapons at the ready. They would attack their own countrymen. Aye. They spare their own, but slaughter the rest without hesitation. Though we'll try to avoid detection, chances of sneaking by completely unnoticed are slim at best. I will lead the way, but in the event we are seen, we're to fight them off. Those two will follow us, provided they can refrain from drawing their weapons. While I doubt they would be foolish enough to stab their guide in the back, I will not take that chance. That said, let us proceed. Okay. So I can fight them, is what he's saying. We're gonna have to fight regardless, I guess, huh? Am I, though? That's what you're doing, right? I can do that too. Thanks for your help, Julius. I see why your comrades chose you. Julius, our contingent has a cure for the afflicted or tempered, as we call them. Your people would need to be taken into custody that we may administer the treatment, but they would eventually regain their sanity. Is that so? For all I know, your treatment simply forced them to forsake one master for another. As far as I and my legion are concerned, they are no longer our people. They're beyond saving. Those who thought differently and tried to reason with them were butchered for their bleeding hearts. Come, we have to keep moving. I gotta take my contacts off. They're getting dry, man. Probably should have done that before I streamed, but, you know, I'm stupid. That feels better. Ooh. Wow, that actually burns a little bit. Oh my god. Damn. You guys in trouble again. Excuse me? Looks like we're not being followed. We'll continue onward. Okay. So I'm curious. Is he taking us all the way up to Tertium? That'd be really nice. Oh my god, that hurts so much right now. Ugh. Oh, look! You took some of them out for me! Oh, wait. Could be nothing that can be done for them. No wonder he isn't afraid to get his hands dirty. I meant what I said. These people deserve only death. I stayed my hand before only out of a desire to remain undiscovered. And that is still the higher priority. We should continue to avoid any unnecessary confrontations. Keep following the railway. He's so mad. If I find out that it was right in front of my face the whole time. Yeah, that's where we're going. Oh, we gotta go up. Wow, I feel like that shouldn't have been obvious. Or does that mean down? Whatever, doesn't matter. I'm almost level 88. I'm almost level 88, yeah. Oh no, we got monsters to fight. I was gonna say, come on now, man. Wow. You were very strong at all. They have become, but you still stand there and claim that they can be cured. Those exposed to a vast quantity of primal ether can suffer severe corruption. Even with treatment, such victims are beyond salvation. Then you admit it. Now that you have seen those monstrosities for yourself, perhaps you will think twice before speaking of a cure. We have the cure yet, dickhead. No. Apparently we're not going here. Apparently we're going over here. That still apparently remains a mystery. Almost there. You have kept your side of the agreement, so I will keep mine. This way. And then all of a sudden people come out of nowhere. I trusted you, you morons! This is Tertium, one of Garland Mall's largest stations. It now serves as our headquarters. I've already seen the twins ahead. I'll be with you soon, so wait for me at the bottom of the stairs. Backstabbing too, are you? You fools! You were so trusting. I couldn't help but go ahead and I couldn't help but destroy all of you. Oh, I'm a fucking moron. I'm an effing moron, man. God. guess I know where it is now. Nice. Interesting. I knew you were underground somewhere. The ether isn't responding. I don't know why I thought it would. Ugh. That's the second time an AETHERYTE hasn't responded. I guess the end game will allow me to get there, I hope. It's plain to see why they chose this as a base of operations. They could have done a lot worse. Even so, I imagine it's not the easiest place to live. Indeed, and if Julius was willing to make the perilous journey to Camp Broken Glass in search of food, their own supplies must be all but exhausted. They may be shielded from the wind and snow, but it's still bitterly cold. Much like with their spoils, it must be a constant struggle to keep their people warm. You have the right of it. Lower your voices. While you may be here as my guests, the other will not take kindly to your presence. My commander is in the locomotive over there. Thank you, sir. I have to walk myself over there. Yes, I do. My second in command. Now full speed ahead. Commander, we got traitors.
These are their chosen representatives.
2 children and a
Very well.
warmonger.
Let us hear what they have to say.
A sellsword, as you called me.
Yes, sir. I present to you our commander, Lord Quintus Vankina, Legatus of the First Legion.
The first? I had no idea you had survived.
We lost our emperor, our city, more than half our troops. For my wounds, I may never take the field again. But we survived, aye. In a manner much to your liking, I dare say.
We have no intention of adding to your misfortunes, nor do we bear you any ill will.
Ah, liars.
Spare me. Though you children may speak in earnest, overtures of peace ever ring hollow in my ears. So long as man stands to profit from his neighbor's suffering, war is inevitable.
Fair enough. Ow.
Driven from our ancestral homeland into this blasted waste. Yet still you yearned to rob us of our paltry scraps. 'Twas only with Magitech that you learned to keep your distance. Though we knew it was only a matter of time before you regrouped and returned. Conquest and Empire were our only defenses. Emperors Solus and Varys understood this, and through their campaigns saw us grow and prosper. Much blood has been spilled in Garlemald's name, aye. But if it is a choice between yours and mine, then it is hardly a choice at all.
I do not deny that a great many conflicts throughout history were driven by the desire or necessity to gain by another's loss. That is not why we are here. Nor have we come to petition your aid in the war with the Telophoroi, grave though that threat may be. Our purpose is simply this. We wish to help you. Let us help you. If there is aught that can be done to ease your plight, we would be glad to do it.
Perhaps you would. But regardless of the ideals you espouse, your leaders would not send an army into Garlemald if they did not stand to benefit. If we accept their aid, they will expect their efforts to be rewarded once the Telophoroi are no longer a threat. And after compensation and concessions, the great empire would be brought to heel. Her enemies rejoice at her downfall. Our third eye, a mark of shame.
We won't stand idly by and let your people be humiliated. And we're not alone in that. We only want to make a difference, to make this world of ours better. Surely you can understand that. What I'm trying to say is, there are so many people who just don't care about making you suffer. And maybe that's almost insulting after all the suffering you feel the world has subjected your people to, but believe it or not, that's the truth. And now we're here, and all we're asking is for you to tell us what you want, what you hope for.
So much blood has been shed, so much lost. All because of this endless war. Who wouldn't want to end it? Can we not work together to face our problems as one?
No, children.
Answer me this, young peacemakers. If a world without conflict is your desire, why reject the unity and prosperity of Garlemald? Is it because we do not share your faith? That we do not share your heritage? That our ideals and virtues differ? That we cherish and hold in the highest that which you do not? Disparity is the root of discord, and peace built on compromise is flawed and fleeting. Happiness for one and all is a dream, and the reality is that to the victor go the spoils. That is why we Garleans will never submit nor surrender. For freedom and for pride, we will remain true to ourselves until the bitter end. That is my hope. It seems there is nothing more to say on the matter.
And now you're probably gonna fight us, right? Yeah, that seems about right.
You will remain here while I decide what is to be done with you. Do not be alarmed. No harm will come to you if you cooperate.
We will not resist. However, as your guests, I ask that we be allowed to speak with the other members of your group.
As you wish. I had no intention of locking you up, as by dawn you would be frozen stiff and you're no good to me dead. You are free to move about the encampment, but there is one condition. Collar them.
If you go outside the area, these cars will blow up and you will be dead.
What are these?
Explosive collars.
Incentive. You'll be watched at all times. Stray too far or act suspiciously, and we will administer a rather painful shock. Stop! Keep away from that one. The champion of Eorzea is not so easily cowed. Even if he allowed himself to be collared, the shock would be no more than an itch. No. If he refuses to obey, we will activate the twins' restraints instead.
I guess that's one way to go on to get him to get me to...
You needn't
submit.
worry about us.
We'll forget we're even wearing them soon enough.
Even now, you still... Why go to such lengths? What is it all for?
Shock him! Because even the most bitter adversary may one day see reason. On the coldest, blackest at night, mere though it may be, we must share the warmth of our fire. This one sounds more appropriate to me.
You are a curious one. A far cry from the merciless barbarian others paint you to be. You will be their warden. Take them away.
Yeah, that's you, Mr. Wide Eyes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I can't believe it. As per Lord Quintus's instructions, I am to supervise you during your time here in Tertium. Before you ask, no, I don't have a key or any other means to remove your collars. Nor would I tell you if I did. And if you try anything, you'll soon wish you hadn't. So, do you truly intend to speak with the others, or was that merely a ruse? We're in no hurry to disobey Lord Quintus, if that's what you mean. Or perhaps you doubt the wisdom of his decision. Do as you will, but remember, I'll be watching. If I catch wind of you doing something untoward, trying to trick our people into turning their coats and the like, those shot cars will be the least of your worries. Understood? Though we're somewhat compromised, to put it lightly, let's not waste this opportunity. I suggest splitting up and learning what we can of their situation. And above all else, don't use magics of any sort. You, on the other hand, may go wheresoever you wish, even outside the camp. I know full well I couldn't stop you if I tried. But do not forget, if you do anything to endanger us or to our interests, Alpha Note and Alice will pay the price. Well, I can't have that. It's you! Masamune Sanada! I served under Lord Gaius on the 14th Legion. I was there on the night the Praetorium fell. You and your adventurers, you killed them. My comrades, my friends, swept them aside in their dozens as though they were nothing to you. And maybe I am too. Just another faceless enemy to be cut down. It won't be long until our countrymen return, until you get what you deserve. Mark my words. I'm sensing a little hostility and or bitterness there. And why is this area literally so dark? Magitech? This is cold. This young soldier is on the verge of losing consciousness. Boy, I sure wish I had one of those tink things or whatever the hell those things are just called just now. Those things we gave to Lucinia. I know who you are. The so-called champion of Eorzea. Come to gloat, have you? I'll wipe that smirk off your face. By the blood of our fallen compatriots, I swear I'll... Ugh! Ugh. Damn. Tore the sutures. Of all the times, the warps of the lot within striking distance, and I can't even muster the strength. If it weren't for this third bleeding us, it would be the end of you. Virgilia's treachery nearly cost Lord Quintus's life, but we made our escape. Took shelter in a mansion, tended to the wounded as we prepared to strike back, and then night fell. We gathered around the radio. Then the roar. The terrible roar. The capital was in chaos, but we were spared. If you can call this a mercy, mind intact but body broken, a soldier in name alone, I'd cut you down where you stand if I could. Murderer. Fair. The radio is the same model as the one used at Victor's Spoils. Perhaps it is what saved the soldiers here from being tempered. I guess. I mean, it makes sense. It has the capabilities, I guess, to do so. You came with Julius, didn't you? But whatever business brought you here, you best keep your hands off that aetherite. It's deactivated, but I'd rather you didn't mess with it. There are others throughout the city, built by Garleans. 4 Garleans. Could teleport all over in the blink of an eye, provided there was a terminal nearby. These days, however, we use the aetherite's power to keep this place lit, though that comes at the cost of its normal function. Sorry? No, I thought it wasn't here. Wait. It's in here. Did you learn anything of note? Womp 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 womp. Then your findings are consistent with my own. Their plight is desperate indeed. The sick and injured are at the greatest risk. Without warmth and proper nutrition, I fear they will soon perish. I realize there's precious little we can do for them at the present, but I cannot bear to see them suffer. Please, will you help me tend to them? Who's there? My eyes, I can't see all that well. Thank you. The numbness has subsided a little. But no, I won't last much longer. You should look to the others who can still fight. Give them my ration. If me going hungry means someone else lives to see another day, so be it. At least I can still serve us that way. So those you met fare no better. I was afraid you would say that. I know we were warned against meddling in their affairs, but we can't leave them like this. Perhaps we might gain permission to have the contingent deliver supplies. Quintus may have made his feelings on the matter quite clear, but even he must recognize they are not in a position to refuse help. Maybe Julius could persuade him, though we need to persuade Julius first. I guess I'm talking to Julius, I guess. Hey, Julius, do you mind if we give you supplies? Are you gonna be a turd and just refuse it when you know your fellow men are suffering? Probably, but we can hope. Well, seen enough. Julius, the people here have barely enough food and fuel to survive. Have you and the other soldiers been able to procure any more supplies? We've been scavenging provisions from nearby houses, as most families kept some stored away in the event they were snowed in. Still going out and getting it is dangerous work, and we've a lot of mouths to feed. fuel is the greater concern, though. We have some ceruleum set aside until it was stolen. We haven't identified the culprit. Could have been other refugees, or one of the afflicted for all we know. Either way, we're down to the last dregs. Without the heating they need, those in poor health are only going to get worse instead of better. If it's ceruleum you need, our contingent has secured a ready supply. We can have some sent over. We will not accept your charity. If we hold on a little longer, the situation is sure to change. Aye, everything will change. Those mysterious countrymen of yours, I assume. Your comrades mentioned something along those lines. Heard something of it, have you? Well, from what I've seen, there's little you could do to interfere, so there's no harm in telling you. One of our scouts spotted a hooded man issuing instructions to the afflicted, or in the bastard's words, loyal servants of the Telepheroi. Then, he made his way inside the Imperial Palace, or what stands in its place. We'd identified the seat of the enemy's power, we realized. Lord Quintus dispatched a messenger to the 10th Legion saying as much, and instructing them to join forces with the Provisional Legions to prepare for a combined assault on the Telepheroi. Once our allies arrive, your contingent will be sent running for the hills, and we shall claim the capital by our own hands. And how do you intend to survive in the meantime? At this rate, many of your countrymen will perish before the reinforcements reach Garlemald. They need help now. Say the word and we will bring you ceruleum. No. Shaka! Ah! I will speak with Lord Quintus. Well, hopefully he gets a favorable outcome. So, did he agree to it? No, he probably didn't. No, he will not place Garlemald in the debt of her enemies. I have, however, been ordered to search for ceruleum outside. As you are under my watch, you will come with me. Very well. After all, many hands make light work. You lot are more trouble than you're worth. Once we are outside, you will follow my instructions to the letter. We depart shortly. Okay. We are at your beck and call. Not like I have a choice, because if I did anything, these two would get shocked. Yes. Damn it. Still nothing above 530 yet. We will begin our search for ceruleum in Regio Urbanissima. The first location in Forum Solius, a park to the northwest of this station. You are to remain close at all times and act only as ordered. Follow me. Yes, sir, Commander, sir. Can do, buddy boo. I'm gonna say, I hope I find the way out of here again. Full speed ahead. I mean, technically we're helping him, so wouldn't that still kind of put us in his debt? Put him in our debt? Oh, well, whatever. Consider this as my goodbye. So this is the park. I'm surprised they found space for one amongst all these buildings. Actually, the recreational areas came first. The houses were later built around them. Healthy society requires communal spaces for children to play and adults to socialize. This park was named after the founding father of the Empire, the great Solus Vos Galvus. Did we come here to extract the cerulean from the wrecked Magitech armor? No, we've already drained it dry. Same goes for the rest of the Machina in the vicinity. But as our ceruleum has been stolen, we must scour for the city for every last drop. And while I don't expect to find anything here, I've decided to try one more time in case something has been overlooked. I see. Then with your permission, we will commence the search. The search begins. The hunt for a better world begins. Shop counter? Oh. Nothing. Though rather small by Guardian standards, the structure is reminiscent of a merchant stall. Perhaps it was built for children to play at housekeeper. There is nothing inside resembling Magitech or any other devices that would be fueled by ceruleum. Bummer. I was hopeful. And 600 men will make the burn. Now full speed ahead. Again, I've been to like the epic music. A children's slide. Now, isn't this just uncool? Target too far below you. The contraption is built in the style of Imperial War Machina, armed with a battery of weapons and capable of transforming into different configurations. But on closer inspection, it appears to be no more than a children's slide. Yeah. Ain't that just a bust? Alice, I just don't want to see another life. A cursory inspection of the wrecked Magitech armor confirms that the fuel canisters have long since been drained of ceruleum, as Julius said. I wonder if there's anything up here. Probably not. On Ethernet current. That's number 2, baby. Yes, sir. That's number 2. Several points of interest are marked on the side of Forum Solius. The pond children's play areas, the pond shows its play areas. To your knowledge, however, none would require the use of ceruleum. Well, that seemed pretty obvious. I remember when I was a child, I used to live here. Oh, it's you. Any luck? There's no sign of any ceruleum. Hardly surprising, but disappointing nonetheless. I couldn't help noticing you gazing at the pond. Is something the matter? Nothing I would tell you. What? Yes. I mean, no. It's just, I used to bring my brother and sister here to play. The pond was heated to stop it from freezing over. Just like all the other children, they just had to wade in and splash about. They would have stayed there if I didn't drag them out. We'd be sopping wet when all was said and done. Every time. And every time when we get home, Mother would scold us, saying we'd catch our death walking around like that. The pond was heated. Was a ceruleum-powered heater by chance? I suppose it must have been, come to think of it. I remember seeing engineers changing out a tank beneath the hatch. But that was a long time ago, and the water still flowed clear, and wasn't this brackish muck. I can't see a thing, and I can't remember where the hatch might be. With the machinery mostly likely broken, the amount of filth in there is probably the only reason that it hasn't frozen over. Wait, you're still unbearably cold, though. Julius, what are your thoughts on magic? The average Guardian would jump out of their skin if they saw it, but the first has a few foreign signifery and medici, so it doesn't scare me. Then I take you won't mind if I employ a little now. Alphinaud, as you have a knack for finding dry wood, why don't you bring me some? Once that's done, a blast of fire should do the trick. Leave it to me. Oh boy, firewood. You're not planning to go in there, are you? Of course I am. Tank isn't going to touch itself. You're amazing, Alize, that's all I'm saying. There's nothing so involved as extracting unprocessed ceruleum from a frozen lake, like how the tappers do it. We're talking about a shallow pond in a park, and we have a way of warming ourselves up after. But that's insane. Yeah, well, she's an insane kind of girl, I guess. So, take a dip. What? I don't want to do it. The last thing we need is you. A little friendly competition make my things more interesting. Step aside while I drink the pond dry. That way we'll find in no time. Listen, you. I don't appreciate the fact that you're so enthusiastic about this. I hate cold water. And I would very much rather not be in it if I could possibly avoid it. Okay. Oh, I'm still going in. We're going to make a competition out of it. If you're that concerned for my well-being, you can dive in and help me look. If we find that ceruleum, the sooner we can get out of here. I just shake my head in disgust right now and just be like, you're an idiot. Points of interest. That's a lot more shallow than I thought it would be. Now my tootsies are all wet. Did I just see you sneeze? Okay, she's cold. You delve into the murky water but come up empty-handed. To add insult to injury, the ice wind on your damn clothing chills you to the bone. Oh, freaking A. I'm gonna die. You delve into the murky water but come empty-handed, insult to injury, blah blah blah, chills you to the bone. Yeah, thanks. Look at that, the cold can't take it. My HP recovers so quickly. That seems to be going up slower. You delve in. Oh, okay. So I guess I was wrong. Let's see how tough you are. Hey, a handle. Ah, I win now. So then. Oh, so we got something. Looks like we got ourselves a fishing. Aha! I found an invisible bottle of ceruleum. Brr. Yeah. However, your grand discovery comes at a great personal cost, as you become acutely aware of the freezing cold and a rancid odor emanating from every ailm of your body. Julius will doubtless feel compelled to pinch his nose shut when you deliver to him your prize. Okay, well, I guess it was a good attempt, I guess. What? That's all we need? God, I got so many of them in my inventory. Where are they? Look at this. I can give them all this. And then they'd be fine. Does that actually add to my inventory, or is it going here? Oh, it's just a regulator ceruleum. Did you find anything? Ugh, I hope you did. Yeah, I found this. Good, now get out of my way. That's it! And there's still some ceruleum left. Ah, the fire's still not ready. Hold on, I'll give Alpha Note a hand. Thank you, Julius. I can't believe you found some. Call me an Uldan because by fire I am reborn. And my clothes are mostly dry now, too. Why do I not believe you? I appreciate you recovering the ceruleum, but I wish you'd taken the time to discuss the plan with me beforehand. Despite the way you've been treated, in Lord Quintus's eyes, you're still an envoy deserving of protection. If you were to die on my watch, he would be most displeased. But you'd be rid of us. Your consent is duly noted, but all's well that ends well. Julius, you mentioned coming here with your younger siblings. Did you grow up in Garlemald? I did, not far from here. My father was an accomplished researcher in his youth, and for his contributions to the Empire awarded an estate. He lived well, better than many. What was Garlemald like in those days? Everything. It was everything you could imagine, and so much more. Even during the coldest winters, we always found warmth and comfort at home. Coming in from the snow, taking off your coat, and sitting down for a hot meal, family, visiting friends and relatives, receiving that same welcome, knowing they had everything they needed. Walking down the street, seeing the lights in all the houses, hearing the faint sounds of laughter and song, of happiness. And although the summers came and went all too quickly, in that brief respite, the ice would melt and the forgotten grass might make its triumphant return. Gray clouds gave way to blue skies. Some mornings we'd climb to the top of the tallest building we could find to watch the sunrise. Never again. Those rooftops are rubble, those friends dead, and those memories. But if I could reclaim even a fraction of what we once had, soon our chance will come. You just need to hold on a little longer. Yay! I still haven't leveled up yet. Sorry. No good deed goes unpunished. Alright, now that you've recovered from your escapades in the pond, there's another location I'd like to search. It's outside the park. Okie dokie. We're not going to be as cold this time, are we? As you can see, this place is littered with the remnants of various types of war machina. While my comrades and I have already recovered the tanks from the less damaged units, those that took a more severe beating are harder to scavenge. We decided to save those for another time, the time being now. Rather than prize them apart piece by piece, it would be quicker to remove the outer casing using compact explosives. With luck, we'll gain access to the tanks without rupturing them. Though the force generated by these devices is relatively weak, I would advise you to stand well clear, to avoid being hit by any shrapnel. Before that, bothering though, you should check the Machina's ceruleum gauge to see if there is any left. It should still provide an accurate reading even when the unit itself is inactive. If it is broken, I'll let you decide whether to use an explosive or not. Should you need more, come to me. Yay! Understood. Let's get to work. According to Cerulean J, the unit's fuel tank is empty. Why using that then? The cerulean gauge on the unit appears to be broken, giving you no way to determine how much fuel the tank holds. I would prefer to have like a definite oh, stop it. Can I steal your thing? In case this unit appears to be broken, no, I'm okay. So it appears like I don't really have much of a choice. I've got two units that are broken and can't tell how much fuel there's in them. And are these the only two that I can find, or is there more up here? My guess, probably not. Appears not. What's that? Oh, that's just the. Okay, 1, 2. I'm guessing that's all we have, right? Just those 2, 3. Automated Colossus. Oh, there's another one here. There's a couple more here, it looks like. Empty. It told me to stand clear. Still half full. Or half empty. Wow. I guess I got lucky, huh? First freaking try. Let's go. Hold on, let me see if I can mark that for you guys. You could probably look at the video marker over there. 27,690. And I hope these aren't random, because it's going to be kind of annoying to find out that, like, hey, haha, you were wrong. That is not indeed where that thing is. More explosives. Wait, is that what I think it is? Yes, sir, I did it all in one go, too. Can you believe that crap? Done it again. Truly, luck is on our side. With this, we should be able to refuel quite a few of our heaters. It's time we headed back. Wait here while I go see how Alice and Alpha Note are faring. Just keep your eyes open. Whoops. Vibe. And then I stand there for hours. And hours. And hours on end.
Finally escaped the watchful gaze of your keepers, have we? Don't react.
Correct.
You'll only draw attention to yourself. Just carry on as you are and listen. After you left with the Garlean lad, Lucia bade a few of our scouts follow you at a discreet distance. We observed you being led into the station, but decided against venturing inside. When you emerged sometime later, and we saw that the twins were sporting Magitech collars, it was clear what had taken place. Now, as quietly as you can, tell me everything. The Legatus himself, eh? Now there's a surprise. This is also the first I've heard of a plan to join forces with the 10th and storm the Tower of Babel. An interesting development, and perhaps the opportunity we've been waiting for. Our comrades back at the camp also received some rather promising news, but it's still too early to get our hopes up. For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them. With luck, this will all be over soon. Until then.
Tancred is indeed impressive.
They had not gone far.
We searched high and low, but no luck, I'm afraid. I might have guessed you'd be the only one to find anything.
Don't be jealous, Alice. I'm just that awesome. And I did it on my first try, too.
I wasn't expecting much to begin with. Eventually, there will be nothing left out here for us to safely salvage. For now, this will have to suffice. We should return to the station.
The story continues.
Ah, there you are. Heard you'd gone hunting for ceruleum above ground. Brought back a king's ransom?
Not exactly, but it'll be enough, I guess.
Hardly. But thanks to these three, we have enough to last a little while longer.
Well, well. It's not at all as I was expecting, these ones. For savages, they seem positively docile.
Docile? Interesting. Except for that one.
It's a poor attempt at humor. In all honesty, I'm grateful for your efforts. But even with another night of warmth, there are those among us who may not live to see the morrow.
I trust your expedition was fruitful.
Lord Quintus!
You're up.
Use what you procured to refuel the armor.
Oh no.
But, sir, what about the heaters for the camp?
The time for action is upon us. My men and I have matters to discuss. In the meantime, you are to wait here. Do not forget, you are being watched.
I'll just go lay down somewhere and take a nap, I guess. You don't mind, right?
The time for action. What did he mean by that?
I can only speculate. Clearly something requiring their magitech, given what we just heard. Whether they plan to utilize it now, or after they join with the 10th, is another question.
Well, they're gonna invade us, one of the two.
Will they ever escape this cold? Return to and reclaim the idyllic spaces of which Eula spoke?
Finished your war, Council?
Alphino and Alize are to stay here as our prisoners. They will be released once your comrades have relinquished their supplies and withdrawn from Garlean soil. Until our terms are met, they will be detained at a separate location.
After everything we've said and done, this is how you treat us.
Blah.
Our allies have but limited supplies. They may stave off cold and starvation for a short while, but what then?
For now, keeping yourselves out of harm's way comes before all else. Whatever demands the Garleans make, indulge them.
Do as he says.
Get them out of here.
You can tell he doesn't exactly appreciate this. My kitty is not happy. And apparently neither is Julius, apparently. Doesn't exactly seem to appreciate this. Alphino and Alize will be fine, provided they do not resist. Damn it, I was hoping to get the... Oh well. I guess it's just how the cookie crumbles. Alright everybody, we'll go ahead and we'll end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We took a good chunk out of the story today. That's pretty cool. Anyways, if I don't see you again tomorrow or Friday, we'll definitely be back Saturday and Sunday. So, hopefully I'll see you then. Bye for now, everyone. Have a good one.